Hi guys, we have a 2006 Opel Astra van. Customer complaint is that the speedo, we're actually stopped right now, but the speedo intermittently does a mad. So we're only stirring, we only moved, we're still at the wall, only moved 2 foot or so. Now you can see it. It's kind of all over the place, he says. I'd like to be doing it now. I'm only rectifying it. I'm only recreating it. Now there we're stopped. So we're stopped. We're not stirring anywhere. I don't know if you saw it. You can see it kind of. Yes. And we're not going anywhere. Maybe you can see it. It's hard. You can see the speedo down here jumping, and you can see the wall here, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, that's our issue. I got out and I had a look underneath the bonnet trying to see the speedo sensor, but I couldn't see a speedo sensor, or at least it wasn't visible to me. You can see it jumping around the place mad now. It wasn't visible to me while I was trying to find it. I just couldn't get in. I couldn't see quite in close enough. So then I came in and I said, ooh, I bet you this is being driven by an ABS sensor. I didn't even plug in a scan tool at that point in time, but when I come in and I look for, because we have ABS on this vehicle, when I was underneath I did notice that there was an ABS sensor sitting on one of the wheels. If I cycle off the key back on, I believe that we would somewhere around here have an ABS light. Potentially, I don't actually know, but potentially maybe sitting somewhere in here, I was kind of thinking, because I have an airbag light here and I have nothing in there. So anyway, no lights. So what I went in, I got the scan tool, or I grabbed the scan tool, and we're up and running. I went in and had a look. And lo and behold, I have, sorry about the reflection there guys, I have a C003. Yeah, the phone rang guys, sorry, but anyway, that's what we're going to be chasing after. So my suggestion is that this thing is being driven by an ABS sensor from the sensor to the actual module, ABS module. Module then is sending a signal to our clocks or whatever. We might have a look at a wiring diagram, but I'll get out at the sensor and have a look first. Check, see if I got power coming to it, have I got a signal coming back from it, is the sensor fault, is the tone ring intact, rust build up in there or whatever it may be. But we'll go in now and see what the story is, alright? I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, sorry, got cut off there, the phone rang. We have front left wheel speed open circuit. So I think where we'll start with is I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to data. Look, wheel speed would be easiest to do that. Wheel speed. Probably don't really need these because they're wheel speed. Actually, that's the front left. Wheel speed, rear left. So we're at the car. I've turned the car up on a small little lift I have here. There's the left hand front wheel. We're going to spin this, okay? And while we're spinning it, we'll have a look on here. I don't know if you can see it. We got something there. When I spin it slowly, I'm seeing nothing. It's not that. We're going. It's not that actual high. It's like 7 mile an hour max. So maybe it's not too madly. It's gonna be hard to see that and spin the wheel at the same time. I'm spinning it slow. Okay. There's no reaction happening here now. I can see it on it. There's no reaction. So just for nosiness sake, I'm going to go back. Maybe I have the handbrake up. I have the handbrake up, so that isn't a non-runner, we call it. Let's see if it's actually up here. Scan down. You can see it. We're going to go to the right hand wheel and I'm going to turn this. Okay, where do we see the right? Front right. Okay. So I've no. Oh. No speed here on that at all either. Okay. If we get in and have a look anyway, because our code was giving us, our code was telling us, what did I say, left front, wasn't it? Left front and right front. Okay, right, here we go. We'll have a little scout. Left front. Where did I get the right front? Visual. That's not very good. Our visual here on the wires. You don't have to look. Wiring doesn't look too bad. Am I following the actual lead all the way up? Wiring here, that's all the way up. It's going up to a, there's a left front. It's going up to a block connector, which is here. In here. Might try and get in and have a look at that. Said right front, wait. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Right, with some kind of queer crack happening here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, can you? Actually, wires have to been rubbing off of the drive shaft and they have got chafed up there. Okay. Gonna fix that and see. Some side it's generally have one ABS sensor that the speedo will be driven, so it's going to be one. We have a left code. We had a code for the left hand front. Then I just looked now after bringing it up and twisting wheels. I saw I had a code for the right, and then I went in and had a look, and I can see the right hand one is out of chafing off the drive. Maybe we have an open circuit over here. We'll go and do tests and we'll see what the story is. Okay. Right, still here, keeping this thing. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible, I suppose. Right now we still have the two fault codes. I haven't cleared them as of yet, but what I did notice is when I started the car and I was dropped it down, the speedo was going bananas, we'll call it, right, moving around the place, up and down and in and out. But when I jumped underneath to have a look, if you can see this, I was trying to see this in a bit. It's very hard for you to get in there now. 1 second. This is crap. The wire is actually broken fully. Where's the camera? It's up there. The wire is actually broken fully. You can see one of them. They are broken fully, okay? So the wire is broken fully and pulled actually back from the drive, which it was. This is on the right hand. It's on the right hand front side, which I thought I had done. I thought I'd pulled it back, but then my speedo was going kind of cracker. So I'm at the start of the car now. Speedo stopped, right? I'm just looking. My speedo is doing quite nice stuff there. Data, so it's right now when it's running, it's kind of looking tidy enough. It's at 5 kilometers an hour or some crack like that. Is the data on the oof. Okay. That's gone to 0. Yet my speedo is up. That's fair nuts. That wheel is turning. The opposite wheel has slowed down. I'm trying to determine which side is actually driving my... Which side is driving my... I'm disconnected. You can see, I don't know. Which side is driving the speedo? wouldn't say it's low, but it's not on 0. Oh shit. Sorry, didn't mean to curse. Right, what I done there was I disconnected the driver's side one. I wouldn't say I think this happened because of the differential, and with the differential what it done is it stopped the wheel on the left hand side turning. Now my speedo has been going crackers, but is it going crackers only because of the wheel on the driver's side, that wire, which I couldn't tell you. So I'm going to leave the thing stop. It fell nice and gently. I'm just sticking it into gear and making wheels turn. Seems quite nice of a signal. It's only just using live data on my scan tool. I'm not using an oscilloscope, but I'd be kind of saying that I don't mind the look of that. I think I'm going to go and repair the driver's side, the wires on the driver's side. So I think I'm going to go and fix the wiring issue, or the 2 wires on this one, without replacing the bearings. It's an older car, so it might not be worth doing a huge amount too. So we'll go and repair them and we'll see. Bearings are 100 and odd quid each, plus the VAT. Entailing the sensor inside them, they're tied into them. So we'll go and repair the wires, just try and see can we keep it cheaper. Sometimes this comes back and bites you, so maybe this could be a false thing to be doing, but we're going to chance and see what will happen. Just to see, is this sensor wiring issue creating a problem with the far side? So that's what I'm blaming. I'm blaming this side. Just out of my head, out of my gut. I'm going to fix that and we'll see what happens, okay? Right. The minute I dropped it down on the ground, I can see we have these spikes up to 20 or 25 mile an hour. Staying on 0 there now, but my sensor now, did you see that? So a little turn, 51 mile an hour. 51. I'm going to do a simple. What I done was I disconnected the ABS sensor on the left hand side, so we know we have the wires broken on the right hand side front from rubbing off the drive. The left hand side is acting kind of funny. I'm not even going to scope it. A lot of lads don't have scopes, so this is going without a scope and just using the live data. I went in and had a look. Wheel bearings, look, I have 2 new SKF wheel bearings here. So it's the whole stub, hub. You can see where the wire and all that crack is on the back of it. I went and I've bought 2 of them. So I have 1 here, 1 here. And I'm going to replace 2 wheel bearings. And from there, we'll see what happens, okay? Once I disconnected the sensor on the left hand side, the speedo stopped going cracked. So I'm blaming that sensor. Didn't go in with the scope, I'm just going to go. Gut feeling is, let's go, get these changed, okay? Wire broken, sensor after failing. Change when I let you know what the story is, okay? Thanks, Dr. Okay, we're back and looking in here. I've cleared fault code, so right now I have no codes present. Going to return them back out of it. And we'll get into data. Graph. So I'm sticking on 0 at this point. I'm going to spin the right hand wheel, and we saw an increase in speed on the right front up as far as 8 kilometers an hour. Mile an hour, I was saying a little while ago, but it's kilometers per hour. I'm going to go back over to the other side. Have no crazy crack happening there now. Again, I'm going to do the same. Spin. That's it. Fantastic fix. Catch you again. Hope it's helpful. Subscribe. I talk to you. Forgot about the clocks and the light not working. Disassembled. Didn't know where it was. Thought it was down in this corner, but it's not. It's actually over in this corner. And there's a giveaway there. And someone, I believe, has put, if we can see it, a little tape on it. So we're in this corner, I believe. I don't think there's anything wrong in there, which is good. It is. Thanks for watching. Okay. I'm going to show my ABS light was down, sitting down there, coming on, going off, and speedo while started and running, no stir out of it. And just to show that it is travelling up as normal, and once we stop then she stops. I will stop up once again. Okay. She's back to 0. Now it's called a fix. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. This is what you call you getting an ass whooping. Car went out, back in a couple of seconds later. See the ABS light on. Speedo is not doing nothing but watch my steering wheel. This is me. Doing hard to see, trying to plug in my sensor there. Let's go and see that. So it's not doing it now. See this? It's shine right there. Before it goes off screen. Wheel speed, front left. 0, 0, 0. I have a spike in it here. 17 kilometers an hour. 0 on the opposite side. Put it in here. 1 second. Right, at this point I'm unable to recreate this. But like if you look at the scan tool, oh there we go. What I'm pulling at is that wire. I'll just turn it again. Visually, the wire looks to be intact, no markings on it at all. It's coming up though and it's locking around there. And then it's coming down, around, across, over and up. 0 speed. I'm pulling at the wire. There again, okay? Oh, there we go. Okay, I swapped around those wires that I was pulling at from one side to the other side. So the wire from the left hand side has gone to the right hand side, and the wire from the right hand side has gone to the left hand side. After doing that, we have speedo is at a stop and doing that. Even when I was moving the steering wheel, it was jumping, that stopped. But I have an ABS light, you can see it on down here in the right hand corner. So it is on, illuminated. And I have to swap my wire around. It's gone from the left hand front wheel to the right front wheel speed sensor. So, condemning that wire. I'll take it apart and go and have a look, see what we find, okay? Took it apart right where the bend was and I started pulling. So just to show, catch it, I just started tugging and I saw this happening. I was splitting the wire, I was pulling on it here, lo and behold, there we go. Oh, it's trying to hold and pull. See it coming, that shouldn't be coming, that's the insulation is there. Let's hold it, okay? Job done, fix that. Actually the two of them. Interesting. Soldered. I'll put a bit of heat shrink over temporary measure until I replace it, but at least it'll be fixed. So this is the age-old saga for me anyway. As a self-employed person, I have time restraints. I know we can talk all the fancy talk, but I've time restraints. I have minutes. I'm juggling 3-4 jobs at one time. I'm on this car, onto that car. I've 5 minutes on this to give a person a phone call because they've rang me looking for answers. I know the car's left in the corner, I haven't got to it. Anyway, here we go. Probably we had an issue with the wiring on the right hand side wheel bearing. On the left hand side, potentially there was nothing actually wrong with the wheel bearing, honestly, and it was the wires that were broken going from the ABS sensor bearing up where do you go? Look, it added on 20 minutes on the job. Had to get the wires, swap them around, problem moved to the other side, and then I had to repair the wires, put it back together. I'm going to replace the wires, but for now they're just repaired. Anyway, look, that's it. That's just life. I can only do my best, but I'm showing the shortfalls and where I went wrong, and I'll talk to you on the next occasion, right? Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys.